What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, the trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about trading psychology and all the aspects, fundamental and technical part of trading that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday. This is the first day of trading week, Monday. As you have seen, the market is extremely volatile as expected, like every trading day we are doing. And this is the first day. As you know, that first day is always a blessing day for us. As usual, we had a great trades, 100% winning so far. So we'll discuss all of them, and also let us know which one you are trading, and I will be looking at all of them one by one in this session. And there is any trade coming up on the way, definitely will jump on a trade. So before I begin this session, guys and girls, make sure you give a big like, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's begin with gold. You can see that gold is highly volatile as expected, and let me look at everything what happened with the gold. This is the daily chart. As you can see, early today, once the market opened with a gap and wickless candle, gold open with a wickless candle and gap and has a big bounce to the upside. Now if I look at for the lower time frame on the 4 hour, we have seen that there is a big gap opening, and with that gap opening, gold created a doji, and from that gap we have seen that there is a big bounce to the upside. Now if I look at on the 1 hour chart, we see that gold created a very nice looking bullish market structure. Now this price action is extremely bullish. As you have seen during the NFP, we have seen this candle has formed on gold, and from that zone we have seen this big bounce to the upside in this instrument. This is a very strongly bullish market. Now in the beginning of trading week, this is the trade that just we have opened and closed with profit on gold. I'll discuss all of them, but let me know, guys, which one you are trading. In fact, what's your idea about gold, and then we'll jump on other instrument. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? I'm good, thank you. Feel the nature. Is it good to sell now? No, not at all. Gold is extremely bullish. I'll not recommend you to sell gold when it is bullish. I'm short on gold, sir. Why you are short on gold? Gold is extremely bullish. Good day, coach. Any thought on GJ? We'll look at it. Can you expect a gap closing, sir? Gap, already the price has come to that zone on gold and created kind of a retest, and so far you see that this is the daily chart, and I think that this instrument looks very strongly bullish, and we might see further movement to the upside. Can we expect a gap? Look at it. Good afternoon, coach. You good, coach? Keep it up. Thank you very much. Kebab. Sir, I'm short on dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, dollar Swiss franc is extremely bearish. So let's look at a little further on gold. Now what we saw, that if you closely look at on gold, you can see that this market opened with a gap, and afterwards we have seen back-to-back two dodges, gave a strong momentum to the upside. At this point we see that gold is hitting 1900 level. Okay, we see that there is a strong bullish momentum, and gold is hitting 1900 level. With that 1900 level, let's look at monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, because when you look at the bigger picture, you can see all the details which way the market might be heading. Now from the monthly, we saw that gold has a bounce from this monthly level of support. There is a gap opening here. Now with that gap opening, we have seen that gold with this wickless candle on the monthly previous months, the price just closed above this level, okay, above this monthly support, and followed by we have seen that this month the price created a higher low and then has a big bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, what I see that gold, as you can see, that already hitting the 1900 level, and I think that this market finally even break this resistance level, which is very possible. Now the way this market is moving, which is in fact significantly bullish market. So with that said, let me look at the weekly. Now from the weekly, you can see the previous week, this is a textbook pin bar that has a strong liquidity graph from here, and this is what exactly expected in my weekly forex forecast. You have seen that this is what I mentioned, that gold is likely to be bullish, and gold is doing exactly as it is, guys. Thanks for your support. You have seen that weekly forex forecast, how it did. Now the way it is moving, there is a, you can see there is a weekly doji here, okay, in that level, back to back two dojis. Okay, so back to back two dojis in that level on the weekly. Okay, so 1-2 dojis, and in that zone there is a huge liquidity on gold. And what I think that you can see the way it is moving, gold highly likely that it will hit that level where there is a high liquidity area. Now if I look at daily, now from the daily perspective, we can see that after creating a higher low along the zone on gold, okay, creating a higher low, gold has a big bounce to the upside with this impulse. Now with that impulse, this is, you can see that it's a vertical movement to the upside. A very strong impulse already has broken this level and tested this 1900 level initially. From here we might see little bit of bounce, but it's still, but I think that the way it is moving with this gap, this market is highly likely that it's likely go to that zone where there is a high liquidity area. And what I think that it might break this 1920 level, and it's highly likely that it will go there and hit that level. Now let me tell you what's the reason. We had two trades today, on one on gold, on dollar yen. Both of them was winning trades. We started with 100% winning as usual. As I mentioned, the first day of trading week is always amazing for us. So if I just quickly, guys, discuss about the trade that we have so far opened. So you see that gold, this trade was a little bit of tricky. Some of you, because of the brokerage spread, didn't trigger. Some of you triggered. So it's basically a bit ambitious trade, and hit the TP on full spectrum. And then we saw the dollar yen trade as well hit. We closed a bit earlier dollar yen trade, but it could be full profit, so we closed that one as well with profit. So looking at it in this gold trade, let me tell you what triggered me to take that trade, so that, guys, you can also, next time you can take the same trade. To keep in mind, so far, every week on the first day of trading week, I love trading gold, because this is the time when, in fact, the market very, very predictable. From experience, I have seen how this work. So if I look at, now let me tell you what triggered me to take this trade, and so that you can next time understand how the market moves. Now if I look at this one here, now this is the doji that has closed like that. This is the first sessions candle, guys. Now one candle like this is enough to to make for the whole month or whole week, if you know how to do that. Now you can see that, firstly, what are the factors propel this market to the upside. Firstly, you have seen last week in the live session, we had a trade here as well, bullish trade, okay, and this is worked out. And in my weekly forex forecast also, I did the same thing. Now we have seen that gold closed like that in the first session. Now there are a couple of things. You see that there was an NFP candle. You can see this is the NFP candle. There's a strong bullish momentum on this one already, huge volume in this candle. If you look at the 1 hour chart, you will see that middleman, or this is the NFP middleman, which is significantly bullish. And you remember when I was closing my live session, this is what I mentioned, that okay, that this market is likely to be bullish, and this is what exactly happened, guys. Give a big like and don't forget to subscribe so that next time you also know how it is done. Now you saw that market opened with a big gap, almost how many pip gaps here, almost 333 points, so 33 pip gap more or less, and the candle closed with this kind of doji. Okay, now there are many traders might be trapped in this doji. Why? Because everyone will think that okay, the price grab liquidity, okay, from this resistance zone. This is a very important level of resistance here, okay, and the price penetrated, okay, rejection, okay, let's sell, okay, and sell, and then you see immediately the price has gone up. That's why it is important that you need to understand the trend. Always keep in mind that trend is your friend as long as you are trading. This is the best thing I use in my trading, is the trend. 70% of your winning trade will depend on how you understand the trend. Keep in mind. Now if you still don't know about the trend, or don't know how to modify the, let me know in the chat so that I can discuss more. So we saw that in fact gold has this doji and it's in the direction of the trend. So I use the trend along with, we do have a specific strategy to trade this kind of instrument. Now with that trend, you can see once the candle close, I know that this market is likely to come down to to trigger the entry here, okay, and there's a gap, and it's a very very narrow entry point. If you look at, you'll see that if I close that replay, you'll see very tight entry, and where I place the pending order, okay, and also I sent to the students who are trading with us, and we saw that just triggered. As I mentioned, some of you didn't trigger because of the brokerage spread, so, and a stop loss here, and we saw that this market aggressively gone up and hit the TP target. So this is when especially in the beginning of trading week, when there's a gap opening, especially there was NFP, huge volume in it, and we use the trend. Now let's say okay, you didn't take the trade. You might say okay, how do I enter? Let's look at where I can find entry opportunity. Now this is the daily, you can see this is the daily candle, which is still a couple of hours to go. But what I think that this market is going to do, the way it is moving, I think it will continue to go up, okay, and it might go to reach that resistance zone here on the daily, okay, which is a very very high probability to happen, the price to reach that resistance level. Initially you could see it here, okay, and then from there we could see the price is pushing high. Now the way it is formed, you can see from this gap opening, still it is moving to the upside, and I think that it will continue to go up. Let's see how it does. If we find any trading opportunity along the way, we'll jump on a trade, guys. I need a big like, guys. Smash the like button, really helps the channel, and also when you like and subscribe, the stream shows to more people on the YouTube search engine algorithm, picks it very well. So thanks. I'll pause for 2 seconds, guys, so that you can give a big like. Amazing. Thanks for your support to the channel. Hello, coach. Tell me about dollar yen. Yeah, absolutely. Look at dollar yen. Silcox next. Good day, coach. GBP USD. Absolutely. We'll look at it. Thank you, coach. Please DXY. Sure, Mohanad. Hi, coach. Can you use this CHF? NZD CHF. Thank you. Thought on NASDAQ. Yeah, we'll look at it. So trade. Lord, thank you, coach. What do you consider the best time frame to trade on? Chooks, the best time frame, look, it depends on it completely depends on what I can say, your trading style. Okay, there isn't any best time frame, but even trading on 5 minutes time frame, you can make good amount of profit from the market if you do have that strategy to trade the market. But for me, let's say if you want a reliable time frame, and if you want less time, more profit, then I would say that for me is daily and 4 hour is the best, because it's the swing and day trading time frame, and that time frame in fact will give you very very good flexibility and making more money as well. So I would say that if you let me to pick one time frame, then I would say that you know I would only prefer what I can say, a 4 hour time frame. Okay, so I would prefer 4 hour, because this is the most reliable time frame that I see all the time. So let's look at dollar yen. Okay, so as I mentioned that we had two trades today. One is gold, the other one is dollar yen. As you can see, dollar yen also we closed a bit earlier, but that could be a massive trade. You can see this is the trade that we closed to it profit, and that as I mentioned, that could be another massive trade if we hold that. Let's see. Okay, so from 4 hour perspective, you have seen early today also I posted analysis on dollar yen as well, and this is the daily chart on dollar yen. Let's look at monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, we can see that dollar yen, you can see that after breaking the monthly high here, okay, breaking this monthly high, dollar yen created this strong impulse on the monthly. Now if I look at the weekly, we can see that previous week there was a middleman. Okay, it's a strongly bearish market. Now with that middleman, dollar yen has broken down. Now looking at daily, now daily also there is a perfect middleman. You have seen my weekly forex forecast as well, and this is why I called for this trade on dollar yen. Okay, we got a nice profit on this one as well. Now if I look at the 4 hour perspective, okay, from this time frame we saw that there was, you see, back to back couple of sessions creating series of lower high along the zone on dollar yen, which is in fact, if you closely look at the overall market on dollar, there was a long consolidation, okay, and head and shoulder, and from that consolidation and head and shoulder, dollar yen has broken down and then started to trend. What I think that this market might continue to drop to this level. Okay, I highly likely that this market will drop, because the way it is dropping, if you look at this is the monthly, it's coming to, highly likely it will test this monthly trend line. This is the monthly dynamic support zone here on dollar yen. Okay, now from the weekly, daily, we see that from the lower time frame, this market, the way it is dropping, there is a high probability that this market will just melt to the downside to this monthly trend line. This is the monthly trend line. You can see that on dollar yen, and highly likely that it's gonna come back down to this level. Okay guys, so it's a big move on dollar yen as well. So we see that there is a weakness in dollar, and that is reflecting on gold and all the USD pairs. Great movement in the market, and we had an amazing trading day as well, and hopefully that we will have some more during this live session. If any trade coming up, definitely we'll jump on a trade. In the meantime, guys and girls, if you want to trade all of them that we are trading, like as gold, as you can see, we had a nice trade on gold and also dollar yen, and I will look to have more in our private Telegram channel. Learn our strategy, the way you are trading. You have seen our past, analysis, experience, everything, to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. The best trading education you'll ever find, in my opinion. You can join us. There is a link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to become a profitable professional trader. So there is a discount going on. You can take that opportunity. So also there is a link at the top of the chat, the website address. There is a live chat available. If you have any question, you can ask Isa. She's always there to help you. So let's jump on to other USD pairs. Before that, let me look at the chat. Dollar Swiss franc, yes. Basil, thank you. Thought on NASDAQ, we'll look at next. No problems. I like your channel very much, but you always okay, no problems. Thanks for mentioning that. The reason, yeah, I look at other currency pairs as well, mostly, gold also we look at. I'll look at other currency pair as well. Sometimes, gold is very volatile, and I love trading gold. I also love trading other. As you can see, we traded dollar yen also, because the gold is very, very volatile now, and that's to wait. Yep. Hi coach, do you ever trade US oil? Yeah, we do trade. We trade US oil. Okay, indices, USD pairs, all of them we look at. So let me look at. You can see that euro dollar. Now what's happening is that euro dollar is also, what I think, is also preparing for a bullish move. Now this is the opening candle on euro dollar with this red candle, and then with this gap opening, euro dollar now pushing high. Let's look at overall picture. Looking at monthly on euro dollar, we saw that after bouncing from this monthly support, euro dollar created this movement. Now looking at weekly, this is the weekly candle there, which opened with a gap, and so far after testing this support zone, we show that this market is preparing for also a bullish move. And the way you can see that euro dollar grab liquidity from this support zone here. Okay, so with that liquidity grab, created this bounce to the upside on the euro dollar. Now with that bounce, if I look at daily, we see that this is the daily movement on euro dollar, and last day of trading week is a candle which is significantly bullish, which has a long wick at the top and also healthy body here, which is very strongly bullish. And if you closely look at, you can see that euro dollar was moving along this channel on the daily. The price has broken down. It's in fact a liquidity grab, okay, from this support zone here, right, and then has a bounce to the upside. Now if I look at for the lower time frame on euro dollar, this is where the gap opening, and this session you can see its candle. Now you can see that the candle close became 1 hour earlier in my time. I think in your time zone could be a daylight savings, but we see that in fact euro dollar tested this gap, and now it is creating a long wick candle. Now what I see that there's a wickless candle, otherwise I would think of going long. So what it could do, if I look at the 1 hour chart, you can see that the market from this, it just tested the gap and now preparing for another bullish move. So looks like that it will go for a bullish move. Okay, so there is a double bottom here, and in this candle, look at, yeah, we see a bullish movement here. Okay, what I think that euro dollar, you can see it is preparing for another spike to the upside. As you can see, gold is going up and DXY is preparing for a drop. That means that euro USD is preparing for a bullish move. Okay, so euro dollar, you see this long wick candle, but I think that highly likely the price will respect this long wick candle, and we could see that bullish move from here on euro dollar. So there is a candle close coming. Let's look at all of them, how they are doing. AUD NZD, as expected, highly bearish. Okay, so it's a very strongly bearish AUD NZD. We see that there's a back-to-back 3 sell signals. All of them are working. You can see this one, all of them are winner, guys. This is our TF, or trend following strategy indicator. Okay, once you have that, you can turn it on, but I only recommend you to use that once you learn our strategies, and that's why this is only invite only indicator. This is not in fact an indicator. This is our TF, or trend following strategy, translated into a Python script. So all the rules of the strategy compactedly given on the formula, so that students doesn't require to remember all the time. They just turn it on and see the buy and sell alert. Now if you can access that, if you are our lifetime member, you can access it from your student dashboard. So I'll recommend you to visit the student dashboard if you are our lifetime member. If you are not, then you can join us. There is a link in the description area. There is a discount going on. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the live chat. Available all the time. Isa, she will be able to help you at the moment she's there, and anytime if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. So AUD NZD, you can see this candle is going to close. What I think that after closing this candle, we might see the price is testing this support here, which is turning resistance, and from that level we can expect a rejection to the downside on AUD NZD, and there is a high probability this market will continue to drop. Now you can see that on the daily last day of trading week, there was a long bearish engulfer, and this market is this kind of trend I really love to trade. You can see there is a breakdown correction, like beautiful trending market, textbook trending. You can see creating series of creating series of lower high and lower low, which is a typical downtrending market structure. So with that being said, you see the previous session there was a pin bar here, and then the price dropped. What I think, this session the price might go up a little bit to the upside. Okay, now testing this level, and we can expect the price to continue to drop. Okay, so AUD NZD bearish, Aussie yen also highly bearish. So all the AUD pairs except AUD USD looks like that bearish. CHFJPY also looks like bearish. Let me look at Euro GBP, might be moving in a sideways. So Euro CAD, okay, let's look at what happened with the Euro CAD. Looks like that the Euro CAD again showing some bullish momentum. Let me look at, okay, GJ created this bearish engulfer and formed a head and shoulder, has broken down. Now looking at the higher time frame, let me look at first all the 4-hour candle, and then we'll go to the analysis just to see. Okay, US oil has a very strong breakdown. NASDAQ also so US30, so far we see that US30, NASDAQ are significantly bearish. So let's look at DXY, what it did. First of all, looking at monthly on DXY, okay, because DXY in fact will give us a very clear direction in the market. Now also we can understand how gold is going to do in terms of this market. Now we see the DXY from the monthly has broken this monthly resistance level. Okay, so we saw that this market has broken to the upside, grabbed liquidity, and now has rejected initially. All right, now the way this market is moving, what I think that DXY highly likely will come back to this monthly support again, because it grabbed liquidity from the top, it failed to break the high, and also you saw there was an impulse correction. It will try to create another impulse, or at least it will try to come back to this level of support. Now sometime it might be, I know that it might be confusing to look at, for example, is it going that way because the trend is up, or it is coming down, which one you should give priority. So with that said, in most cases in trading you'll see something like that, an impulse. When you see correction, you can expect another impulse. Now with that sense, we saw that DXY created this impulse and then correction. We see that in fact it is forming another impulse, and as a result we saw that on the monthly DXY grabbed liquidity from this resistance, and the price now again rejecting. Now looking at weekly perspective, this is the weekly candle, which is a doji, which has a very good liquidity in it. Okay, it has crossed this resistance line and the grab liquidity. Okay, and now we see the sellers selling this market. Now with that movement, what I think that DXY highly likely that it's coming back to this level at least, or even breaking this low, as there is a doji here. You can see this lower part of this doji has not been tested, and because the market is now coming down, we could see that this market again has come back to this level. This is the weekly price action. So looking at daily, now from the daily there is a middleman, and you have seen the weekly forex forecast. This is what exactly expected. If you haven't watched, I will recommend you to watch that. And because this is, in fact, that's why guys I mention you that like and subscribe. When you follow the sequence, you will understand how the market moves, and because of that I had that confidence today to open that gold buy position early, because I know that, from the past, the market is likely to, DXY is likely to drop. And the whole week I was thinking about this, that how the market might behave in that situation. So yeah, that's why I mentioned you guys stay connected, because whenever I have the information, my goal is to give you everything, all the information that I have. So the only thing you need to stay open so that you can receive it. Now we saw that in that zone, you see this is the DXY channel. Okay, the price was moving along this channel, and you can see that if you draw that one like that, you will understand actually how this market is doing. Now I have a question, you guys. If this is the channel and you can see the price in fact has come back to the channel again, then what is this here? Okay, now how do you interpret this head here? You see, you can apply these things in the lower time frame as well. I have a question here to you guys, like this head or this this tail, whatever you want to say, from this channel, what is telling you? Like, is it pushing that price this way, or it will push that price this way, and why? I just want to know from you so that I know that exactly you are following up with that. Thank you. Dollar Swiss franc. So thanks gold. I got 950 profit. Amazing. Chijoba, very good job. This is the main goal of trading. Always manage your risk. When I send a trade alert, I know that we have a very good we are doing very well, but at the same time, anytime even I could be wrong. I can't tell you guarantee. So always manage your risk, but very good that you made that. And always manage your risk. Don't take a big risk based on the trade I'm giving you, and also learn the strategy, because the goal is not always to make money but also learning. Okay, because from my alert, okay, you might be able to make money, but keep in mind that everything I'm sending here is only for educational purpose. Okay, and that's why I invite you to focus on learning rather than making, because at the end of the day, when you learn, you are mature, you will be making money. Okay, because trading is just pressing the button. I'll show you. Sometimes it feels very fancy or luxurious, but you see this let me show you something. See, I told you that I have just wanna the reason I'm showing you is so that you can stay motivated. The result I'm showing is not to tell that how much money I'm making, but to keep you, why this mouse sometimes create this, to keep you interested and to keep you stay motivated. Because once you saw that, for those who are what is that? You see my I just press the button. I already I had withdrawal as well, because I love withdrawing. You see, I withdraw 2200, and I just press the button. It's today's trade. You can see the date on today's 13, just because before 12 o'clock in Sydney time. So I just press the button. Okay, and then got the profit, right? You see that. So, and also I have withdrawal, because I love to withdraw and then put it in another account, like that, managing the. So that's what I'm telling you. Once you learn the game of trading, okay, you press the button and then pay the bills, okay. So the main goal here is to learn, focus on learning, okay. It's a freedom. There was a time it was a horrible for me, you know. I couldn't sleep in the night because of the trade that I have opened, and I couldn't, you know, pay the bills. There was a time when I had a big loss from trading. But in fact, the only thing that I'll request you guys is focus on learning and stick to the game. Why I tell you focus on learning is because if you focus on making profit in the beginning, you might be able to do some, but if you don't know how these things work, if you don't develop a strong discipline, anytime you might face a loss, and then you might, you know, lose encouragement. I had a statistics. I have seen that 80% almost trader, you know, quit in the first year, which is pretty, what I can say, pretty frustrating, you know. And this is the goal of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, is to create trader, you know. Our goal of our academy is not to make money for you. Don't make it misunderstand. The goal of this academy is to create trader. It's like, do you want some printed money, or you want a machine that can print money? So make the difference. So this is what it is, that creating an identity of a trader who can, you know, create the life that they want to create. 2023 can be a great year for you. As you have seen that trading is very exciting. You see that Apple restored their like the MetaTrader 4 in App Store, because Apple also helping traders, so that they realize that actually it's needed for us. You know, trading is, by trading, people can gain freedom, and there is a lot of things involved in it. So you see that that's really created a huge momentum in the market. Also, market is trending now, and that's a good news for us, you know. And as a Forex wizard, some of you sometimes ask me, why Forex wizard, you know. The reason is wizard. Let me answer this question. To wizard, what is the role of a wizard? Okay, we are Forex wizard. Now the role of a wizard is to help the heroes. You know, if you go to the Monomyth by Joseph Campbell, you see that every human are hero in their own journey. You are hero or heroine in your own journey. And when, you know, if you watch a movie, you'll see that every movie follow a pattern of hero. Like every hero in the movie, in the same way, you are hero of your own life. So when you are a hero, you need financial freedom. You need a weapon that, or what I can say, that something that will enrich you. And the role of, you know, wizard in the journey of a hero is to help them, assist them, to show them guidance. So this is the role of Forex Wizard Trading Academy, to help traders to create traders, so that they can, you know, gain financial freedom. They can learn trading. They can become what they want to become. So make sure, guys, you stick to the academy. There's a lot of things coming up also. Yeah, absolutely. Is there any way to know about the number of Yeah, there are many ways we can look at it. Absolutely. I'm going to what type of target for dollar Swiss franc and dollar yen things. Okay, so they're both very strongly bearish, and I will look at it now. Good day, no problems, thank you. Dollar Swiss franc flag, yeah, liquidity gap, very good, very good, thank you, amazing. The long position on US. How can you add another broker on PC like you can do on phone? What's the question? Can you clarify, Abawa? USDCHF, yeah. Okay, let me look at dollar Swiss franc. So all those dollar pair, what they are doing, in fact, you can see AUD USD also pushing high. So USD CHF, okay, early today I have posted analysis on this one here as well. You can see that this market is extremely bearish, and if I look at the weekly, we can see that this is the resistance level here, and from this level, this is the weekly price section, this is the support here, resistance here. We see that this market now is coming down. If I look at the daily, we see the back-to-back multiple times liquidity gap on the daily from this resistance, and we saw that from that level dollar Swiss franc has a rejection. Now this market, you can see that there is a long consolidation, liquidity gap prepared for another drop. Now from the lower time frame perspective, okay, is, if I draw this support zone here, yeah, dollar Swiss franc, we can see that this market, you can see from here there's this structure is highly bearish, and what I think that the way it is dropping, you can see multiple times created, you know, a four top, okay, and from that resistance the price rejected, means that initially we could see a break of this support, okay, and then later we might see further drop on this one. So with that being said, I'm just doing double check on it. Yeah, so dollar Swiss franc, you know, if you always sell the market that is highly bearish, okay, you know, JC Livermore, he's one of my favorite trading hero. I read almost all the books that talks about him. He has a lot of ups and downs as well, and there's a lot of things also we can learn from the legends. How many of you know more about JC Livermore? So he said that sell the market that is fully bearish and buy the market who is, you know, what is fully bullish. So you can see that this market is strongly bearish, and that's how, when the market is strongly bearish, think of selling only. unless you see a complete change of trend. Now you can see the market is below all this level of support. Highly likely that we could potentially see price. And what I think that dollar Swiss franc, some of you ask for a target. Okay. So if we draw this, and I think that dollar Swiss franc, highly likely it will drop at least to this level of support. So if I draw vertical line here to see around 0.9001, we can expect dollar Swiss franc to continue to drop in this direction. We can expect to this level dollar Swiss franc to drop. Yeah, highly likely, because the way it has formed, it could even go further, but first target can be at 0.9001, and then even it could come back to this level here. Yeah, a couple of things may happen. So let's look at DXY pushing your price down because of double bottom. Okay, let me look at what time frame you are looking at. DXY double. Now DXY, the reason DXY is dropping, you have seen my analysis last week as well, hopefully that. Now we saw that DXY in fact has a huge liquidity gap in this level, okay, and this is in fact a false breakout to the upside. DXY was moving along this channel, this is 4 hour, okay, respecting this support and resistance, and from that zone we have seen that this market has broken to the upside from this resistance level. This zone here on DXY is a pure liquidity grab. Now with that liquidity grab, what we have seen that the price has come back to the range again. Okay, we saw that there is a resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Okay, from that resistance zone we have seen that DXY again has come back down, and now highly likely this market will continue to drop in this direction. The reason is very clear, is because it grabbed liquidity from this level. Highly likely that it will now create its move to the downside. Normally when the price grab liquidity from one side, it normally trend the other side. Can you it's a big big, what I can say, that big things to learn is when a market grab liquidity from one side, in most cases you'll see it will trend to the other side. I want to know in the chat, guys, why this happens, so that once you know the mechanism, then it becomes much easier for you to predict the market. So with that being said, let's look at, just looking at other instrument, guys and girls, to see. Okay, we saw that, in fact, very aggressive move on gold. Just looking at all of them to see. So dollar CAD also consolidating in that level. Now on all of them, you know, dollar yen, dollar Swiss franc are two very good pair now at the moment, and that's why we had an amazing trade on gold and dollar yen today, and I'm looking to have more. Okay, just waiting for an entry and another opportunity. As soon as I will find it. You can see the dollar yen, this is a very nice looking price action. There was a long consolidation along this zone and then has broken down, tested this level, another breakdown. The price now slowly moving to the upside. Now you see this current candle, we might see this one is a narrower. If this one is a narrower candle, even we could see another drop from here on dollar yen. Okay, so yeah, highly likely that this market will continue to drop to this level. Okay, okay, so very good question. What's your take on banking on the US and how impact DXY today in the next days? I think that it will just wash the DXY to the downside. Anything, you know, anything happen this kind, normally it, you know, it reduces the pricing, like reduces the value of DXY. But you know, the best way to look at the pricing in that situation is to look at the price action. How do I look at this kind of event in terms of price action? So that I always talk about price action as well as this. You know, how do you know how the detectives, like for those who investigate any kind of things, how do they look at? Let me tell you, I remember a couple of things. One day, you know, in a long, you know, far away, there is a village that I saw that. So in that village, there is something stolen from a house. Okay, now when things are stolen from the house, it's a village, so everyone came to that house, and also detective came to the same place, and everyone is assisting the detective, and one person is very enthusiastic to help the detective so that detective can find who has stolen the stuff from the house. And you know, no one is finding any clue, but suddenly detective realized something, that with the window there are some footsteps, quite a few footsteps. Okay, and detective suddenly said all the people, okay, do something please, one by one, go there and put your footstep here. And everyone, you know, went there, placed their footstep. Suddenly the guy who is mostly helping the detective, his footstep is exactly matched with the footstep with the window, the shoes, because when you walk on the sand, there will always have a mark of your shoes on the sand, and it's a muddy area, the mark is very detectable. And that's how detective found who actually stolen the stuff from the house. So you know, detective didn't look at the face, he looked at the footstep. So similarly, the way I look at the market is how other, you know, players are playing in the market. In fact, this is the correct way to predict the market. See, whatever happened on the other side on the news or in, let's say, in the banks or anywhere is in fact will be reflected in the market. How it will be reflected? Either will drop or will rise, and that will always leave a clue. How does it work? For example, anything happens in the banking industry or anywhere, big boys will make a decision based on this. Either they will close their position, or they will remain observant. Anything might happen. And if you look at DXY, these things happen is reflected here. You see, is here. And this is where I looked at that. Okay, this market, if you review my Friday's analysis on the NFP, you will see exactly what did I say. Okay, if you haven't watched that, I would recommend you to watch, which is available on TradingView as well. Okay, and from that zone we have seen this breakdown happen. Okay, so there are many ways we can predict that market. So this is how I normally look at, but there are many ways, because interpreting an event is sometimes can make you many other interpretation. For example, any kind of news event can be interpreted in many ways, positive, negative, observant there. But the price action is only one interpretation. For example, if I look at this candle here, how do you interpret this? This is a doji. There was a resistance zone here. The price has broken this resistance, grab the liquidity, and then close back as a doji. So what is likely to happen? High probability this price will drop. So there is only one interpretation when you look at the price action. But if you look at let's say news event, there is a lot of interpretation, and it is good idea to look at that also, because if you are looking at the news event and reading all of them will give you a good idea, because what other people are thinking also important to know. But at the same time, combined with the price action will give you a very good edge in the market. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we saw that euro dollar from that level, we saw that there is the price is showing bullish momentum. Look at NASDAQ. Okay, GBP/JPY, we'll look at next GBP/JPY. In the meantime, let me know in the chat, guys, which one. Let me know how where you are from, guys. I want to be more, more, I want to involve more on with you in terms of your location and where you are from. Let us know in the chat which location you are, what time in your zone. It will really also help me to know my subscribers who are trading with me. It's a kind of introduction. So let me know, and also let me know how long you are trading as well, so that we know exactly more of involvement is always a good idea. So let me look at GBP/USD, looking at first of all monthly to see. Now GU, you can see that from this monthly level of support zone here, the price has grabbed liquidity from this support, created this impulse to the upside. This is the monthly, and with that monthly support, looking at weekly, we can see that this is the doji, and this is what exactly expected the GU to continue to rise, and this is what's happening. Let's look at the daily. There's a gap opening with a body and a long wick at the top, and we see that this market is now pushing high. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we can see that GU, you can see there is a gap opening. The price has broken that level, and literally you can see that this doji grab liquidity twice. There is one here, this bullish engulfer grab liquidity, and again the price has come to that gap from this doji, and I think that GU just will prepare for another bullish move to the upside. Now from the 1 hour, we see that this market, for me, it's preparing for another bullish momentum to the upside. Greeting from Qatar. Kindly analyze call, please. Absolutely, Bikram, thank you for joining from such a long distance. Delmit from Sri Lanka, thank you. Cambodia, amazing. Is UK interested here? Thank you. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you. I would like to purchase in subscription on more about trend indicator. Video information about it. Cooper, you're welcome. Thank you very much for considering. To access the indicator, I'll recommend you to join the lifetime access, because only the indicator will not give you an idea, because to use the indicator you need to know the strategy first, because without learning the strategy, it might be a little bit of risky for you to use the indicator, because you need to know the rules first and then should be using the indicator. And this is strategy only available for students who are lifetime members. Not much difficult, but I will recommend you to go there and consider that. So I think I would say that it's the best investment you'll ever made. From France, thank you. William from Ireland, thank you. Very new, just back testing days going on. Thanks, very good. 706, very good. Blessing from Chicago, approximately. Okay, so early. Thanks for Kanayat. WTI. Okay, thank you. Oh, Silicon Valley banks saga affect the market. So yeah, that's causing fear, Silicon Valley bank saga is that's why you saw the some drastic drop on DXY, but at the end of the day it should be fine. There is some fear coming up, and because of that you see that there is some weakness in DXY. Thank you. From Estonia, I've been trading since October last year, was on the demo for 2 months until now. Have both real account and demo. Very good, Lee. Yeah, always keep 2 accounts is good idea. Keep one demo, keep one real. So when you are here with us in live, always open in demo, and when you are trading you feel confident, learn management, then you can open in real account as well. Thank you. 338. Harry, you're a beginner. Very good. Look, for the beginners, I will tell you something. All place analysis. I'm from Bolivia, South America. I'm going to my first year. Peredo. Well done from South America. Thank you from very long distances, every one of you guys. I really appreciate you are here. It feels good that I'm with some great traders. Now look, from Germany, 2:40 p.m. I have been trading for about 6 months. Daniel, very good. 6 months is a decent time. I would say that is still beginner, but I'm sure that you will make it very well. I'm from Kenya. I've been trading since last year. Thanks for that. I saw that many of you from all around the world And thanks for being here. We saw that gold has a strong bounce to the upside. I think that GBP USD and gold is pushing high. Now, you know that I saw that many, you're a beginner, that's good. The first thing I will say, guys, always keep a good reason behind your trading. This is, no one will tell you, I know that. And I have seen many talented trader quit very early. The reason is, losing the direction. Always, the biggest player in trading, that it's the emotional response. You know it very well. Either even, before you start trading, that it's the biggest player is the emotion. There is a very clear reason behind it for playing a big role on trading. Emotion is because of it involves money. Okay, it involves your hard-earned money, and to earn that money, I know that you need to do a lot of hard work. And when this money going up and down, it creates an emotional response, and that causes the biggest, the greatest, what I can say, biggest or greatest or worst or best emotion of fear and greed. These are the emotions that mostly control our trading, and I struggled a lot in the beginning from this kind of emotion, the emotion of fear. So to overcome emotion of fear, you have to have a reason behind trading. Okay, your reason has to be bigger than the reason to be fearful when you are trading or opening position. So create a clear plan, a roadmap or a vision as a trader. Think big, think big. We mostly afraid to think big. I saw that, we love to think small, like I'm a small trader, I'm doing a job in McDonald's or or maybe in office. I just wanna make some extra living, and keeping it in a simple and small. What I would say that make it a bit bigger, make your stack a little bit of bigger, vision, keep it bigger, become a little bit of dreamy, and then write it down. Okay, so what will happen is that the bigger you'll think, the stronger your desire will be to become successful as a trader, and that will give you a big boost in your emotion of positive emotions, what I can say, overcome fear and an emotion of greed, and then become successful as a trader. So it's very crucial that, guys, you need I can give you an example so that you specifically know. So let's say, find a goal behind trading, how much you wanna make from trading, make a figure, and then give a reason behind it. Let's say, well, how do I say reason? For example, find out why in fact you need to trade. Let's say you are not trading, then what's the problem? You might ask yourself, okay, I'm not trading, then what's the problem? And you might find out that actually, if you are not trading, you are missing some holidays with your family. Okay, you might say, okay, if I'm trading, then I'm gonna spend some good holiday with my family. And then find out a member in the family that who you mostly love or involved with, and then say that find a reason outside of yourself. Say that, write down, I'm trading because I wanna give him or her this gift at the end of the year, 3 holidays, exotic holidays, for him or her, to make him or her happy. Write it down, and that will give you a big reason to become successful as a trader. And that's how our mind works, trust me. So that's why you need to find a reason behind your trading, so that you can stay disciplined. And otherwise, if you don't know why you are trading, at some point you might get exhausted, burnout, or you might quit trading. So let's look at this 1 hour chart on GBPUSD. Now we see there is a doji is being formed. What I think that GU is likely to be bullish from here. Okay, if I look at from the intraday perspective, what I see that GU look at monthly. Very aggressively bullish call. That means that GBPUSD also going to be bullish. If I look at the euro dollar, also looks like that aggressively bullish. So GBPUSD very highly volatile. Below long on this one. Okay, so we'll open a position on GBPUSD. Okay, buy position. Now keep in mind, guys, as I mentioned, everything here is only for educational purpose. So I'll teach. I'm just teaching you how to trade, and I'll explain why I'm opening this position. Also, I'm gonna open this. Now, this is 1 hour chart on GBPUSD. Will open by market with around. I'll put my stop loss below all this low, so it will be around 49.50 pips stop loss, and we'll target 1 to 1.8 reward to risk on this trade. Now anything can happen, as I mentioned, so this is only for helping you guys and girls to learn trading. I could be wrong at any point, so I'll also the same signal to the students. So GBPUSD I'll also open in my account. So far today we had 2 trades winner. This is the 3rd trade. So one in gold, the other one in dollar yen. Okay, so we do have a specific strategy to trade this kind of market. For me, what I think that because GBPUSD, as you can see, it opened with a gap, and we could see potentially some bullish move on Gbp USD. As you can see, back to back multiple times liquidity grab on GU. So how to manage the risk, you need to go, you can use this website in position size calculator from our website. If you go to the Forex Trading Wizard Academy website, click position size calculator, and then select GBP USD, stop loss pip around 50 pip. Let's say your account 1000, let's say you risk 1%, and then calculate. It will show 0.01 lot based on your account size. So now let me tell you why I have opened this position on GBP USD, and also I have sent the same alert to the students who are trading with us. We see immediately has gone some profit zone. Now you can see that GU, this market, if I turn on our TF indicator, we see that there is a strong buy alert here, and in this whole movement there is only one candle in this 1 hour is showing our buy signal. Now this is the reason that we have opened this position. This is our TF strategy for, satisfied here. So the market is likely to move in that direction. It could be, as I mentioned, that I could be wrong in any point, and everything here we are showing is only for educational purpose, to help traders to learn trading and to become proficient and efficient. But anything can happen anytime. We could see this market revert back, hit the stop loss, and then again going in the direction, or might be moving the other way. So be prepared for everything. But at the same time, what I see, that let me tell you why I'm opening. Firstly, on the 1 hour we applied our TF or trend following strategy, and we see that this market is very strongly bullish during the NFP. There was a huge momentum here, and we target here to 1.89 around, which is a good target for risk to reward, good risk to reward on this time frame. So from that zone we see that there is, you can see on GBP USD, this market primarily open with a gap. Okay, and with that gap opening, what we saw, that back to back two dodges here. Okay, back to back two dodges grab liquidity from this support zone. Now with that back to back two dodges, the market initially started to create a move, now coming down for a retracement. Now highly likely that we should see some momentum to the upside. As you can see, gold is showing a strong momentum, and also GBP USD already grabbed liquidity twice. And if I look at this 1 hour chart, we see that there's already a momentum started, the price on a pullback now on the lower time frame. This 1 hour doji, it might come back to this 20 EMA zone here, and then could go up, or it might just continue to push up. Let's see how it does, and we'll keep running that trade until we find suitable entry. In the meantime, guys and girls, as I mentioned, that if you want to learn our strategies and also access this TF indicator that is giving us an alert according to the rules of our strategies, there is a link in the description. You can visit our website, learn our strategies to trade with us. And also to become, so let's see how it does. First of all, keep it, we'll keep that on. Okay, Okay, so this we saw that multiple times the price grab liquidity, and this is support. Okay, so we'll keep that running on, and let's see how it goes. We'll come back to it again later. Okay guys, so let's look at in the meantime what other instruments are doing. Okay, AUD NZD, as I mentioned that it's also bearish. The price just tested this previous support, which is turning resistance here, and we see the price slowly trying to reject. Aussie yen, the price is going up for a deeper retracement, which is very good. CAD CHF, let me know in the chat what else you are looking at. In the meantime guys, if you are beginner or trading for some time, you can, if you are looking for a regulated broker, the broker that I use, EverTrade, they're regulated. You can find a link in the description for that regulated broker, and there is also a link in the chat has been posted just now. You can use that link to open an account with them, and you'll also be entitled to have bonus if you are in the eligible country for using our link. So link in the description, you can use that link to open an account with them and trade with them. Your capital will be in the safe hand. Kenya, thank you from Australia, amazing. So from Australia, so I know that it's late night. Thanks for being here. I'm also late night. Thanks coach. I have very good enormous. Thank you, AK. You guys also very knowledgeable, and I also learn from all of you. It's a give and take always. You know, I learn most of the things from, to be honest, from my students. They're very knowledgeable. Sometimes, you know, learning from students is the best. Thank you. Yes, I do big dreams and plans for life with trading, only with trading which can fulfill my desire. Dipandra, absolutely. You can do that. Absolutely. You know, there is always someone will tell you that you can't. You can do that. That's why, you know, environment is so important. You know, when I started, I face a lot of resistance because it's a very, you know, you can say that when you start trading, you will embark on a journey of a no man's land. In fact, I don't know how many of you have close people who trade, but when I started, I was in a land of a stranger, you know, because everyone, in a sense, you know, in this world, you'll see that most people will tell you that you can't do. There's a lot of things that will not serve you, and you need to be on it with your, you know, with your strong, what I can say, you have to be able to um, you have to be able to move forward with a very strong mind, because at the end of the day, it's your dream. And you, and many, you know, people who say that, you know, many traders failed, there are many things happen, but if you keep believing yourself, if you know that you can do it, and you can do it. Okay, this is why it is so difficult for, you know, to be successful for most people, is because of the peer pressure. So you need to be very, you know, you have to keep believing yourself, because the world is full of pessimists. So you have to be very dedicated and say that I can do it, and keep doing it. because very few people will say that you can do it. So you need to tell yourself that you can do it. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Very good. From such a long distance. Trading cat CHF. I'm from India. It's now 7:30 p.m. Awesome. Good timing. Kenya, thank you. Professor, what do you recommend to deepen the knowledge? Pedro Perado, what do you recommend to deepen the knowledge could be found at? Okay, very good question. If I tell from my experience, look, and my story might shock you because, as I mentioned, that it's a continuation. There was a time when I had to go against everyone to become a trader. Trust me, I had to go against everyone, and it took a lot of courage, because when you go against something to do something that you love, you need to be willing to also sacrifice something. But I was willing to do that, because the world is, in fact, at the end of the day, it's all about conformity. So you have to, if you want to pursue something, you need to be in it, okay, no matter what. So firstly, in terms of being a trader, as I mentioned, that many traders, I will not say most, many traders doesn't know what's the purpose. You need to find out the purpose. You see this GBP is going up, which is very good for us. We are in some running profit. Today. Now, as I mentioned, you need to have a purpose, okay? A purpose behind your trading. It could be anything, like you might find a purpose to help others, or help your family, or help yourself. Something will make you happy. You won't believe how much energy I put behind trading. You know where I get this energy? From the purpose. When you have a purpose, the price will move up like this. You see the Gbpusd is going up in profit. How many p profit now? So we are running around 27p profit. How many of you are running this trade with me? Yeah, I do trade every single day. Now, as I mentioned, that when you have a purpose, you have the energy, because the energy comes from the purpose, and that purpose has to be specific when you are trading. For example, as I mentioned, then something that will excite you when you think about trading, even when you are having a losing streak, so that it keeps you moving. And so that's why you need to find a trigger where you can keep moving even when you are having a losing streak. This is the main key points of being a profitable trader. So someone of you asked my story. I told many times, but I'm repeating again because I think that it will really help you also. So when I begin my trading, I didn't know anything, okay? I tried to learn from this and that, but at the end of the day, I thought that I know very well, and I started with a big account of 100k and just to lose it in overnight. And then I realized that actually I don't know anything. So I started to learn. I went to physical shop, like workshop here and there. I didn't learn much, but when I really learned from online mentors, because there is a reason for it. When I went to physically this and that, the place are limited, but in online there is a lot of people, and I learned from some mentors who had a deep experience working in financial industry. See, a trader, you saw that the education is given in this channel is unique, like liquidity graph, understanding the concept you'll not find anywhere, because I learned it from a person who worked years of experience in financial industry, in brokerage firm. They see on the other side how the retail trader psychology works, how the market moves, and that gave me a real experience. And then I realized that okay, I spent maybe 5-6 thousand for learning, but I could save almost 100k if I did it earlier. So that's why I always emphasize on learning rather than um, you know making money, because making money will come as a byproduct of learning. So in the meantime, we see that now GBP USD, since we open, we are around running 80.28p profit. So how many of you have opened this trade here with me? Okay, very good. Same here. Amazing. Just awesome. Let it move up. I'm from Dubai for a few days. Thank you. Zin, thank you. Awesome. So as I mentioned that, understanding liquidity will give you a big edge in the market. You can see that Gbpusd has grabbed a good amount of liquidity here, and let's keep that trade running on. So let it go first one-on-one, and then we might close 50%, and then we'll move the stop loss at entry. Okay, keep that running in profit. Gbpusd. Okay, so this is the third trade today in our academy. In case it's a fourth trade, we had another one on our scalping group also. So in our day trading and swing trading, this is the third trade, and the first two trade was gold and dollar yen, which was both were in profit. We closed with profit. Now this one, hopefully that we will have that one also in making some profit on this one. So these are the trades that we have. This is the starting of the week, and we saw that gold we bought here, we closed with full profit. So 200 pip gain on gold today. So you open at around 1871.3, and we take profit at 1890, so around 200 pip on this one. And we had dollar yen a bit earlier, we closed with profit. Now GBP just now also we have opened. So this is the third trade. If you want to learn that strategies and also access this our TF indicator that's showing us buy alert, you can see that it's now pushing high according to our strategy. There is a link in the description area. You can visit us and join our academy to become an independent, professional, profitable trader, and also learn our strategies to trade with us, to learn and grow. So let's see how much we made here. Okay, we'll keep running. What I think that we should be able to take good profit on this one. So we are currently around 29p profit. Now this price, there are two probability now. This price may just continue to go and hit our TP one way or another way. It might come back down again to feels in there is a little bit of imbalance here and then could go up. So we can do one thing, okay, just because it's a live trade. So we can close, because you know I want you to guys get the profit on it. So what you can do now, close half of the position and move your stop loss at entry, okay, so that in case if it is coming back down, you are not losing anything but you make money. Or you can keep running, it's up to you. Okay, you can keep running for full profit, or you can move your stop loss at entry and keep running, or you can close 50%. 50% means, let's say if your position is 0.2 lot, close 0.1 lot and then move your stop loss at entry. So I will advise the same thing. So that you can, you know, run the trade risk free no matter what. You can keep that on. Okay, so no problems, favor. We see that for the yen, yep. So yeah, you can keep running, just move your stop loss at entry, so that in case it is coming back you are not losing anything, and you can close 50% to get some profit. In case you are breaking even, you still have something. No problems, thank you, Peredo. No worries, thank you very much. Thank you. Awesome. So guys, give a big like, subscribe to the channel. Anyone looking for a regulated brokerage link in the description, and also I put a link in the chat. You can use that to join them if they are regulated, ever trade, and you will be also helping the academy finding a very good, you know, regulated broker. So this one here. So you see that euro dollar also has a very strong bullish momentum after the previous hourly doji. The price now pushing high, okay, back to back two candles has a multiple liquidity gap, giving the price action has a strong momentum, including gold. So this is the third successful trade today. We had early one gold, 200 pip, and then dollar yen we closed around in 25 pip. Now this one also we closed 50%. Let's say we want to keep running for the full profit on this one here as well. Okay, so euro USD also showing strong bullish momentum on it. And what I see that this market, if I look at the lower time frame on the 4-hour perspective, we see that this market, after gap opening back to back two candles, okay, the price you know, feel that gap liquidity has given a strong momentum to the upside, and I think that this market will continue to rise in this direction. Okay, so you see this one is coming down for look at, okay, it might test the 20 EMA on the 15 minutes, but I'm expecting it to continue to go up. So we are risk free on that trade, so let's keep it running. Whatever happens. We already closed 50% and we are running with profit, so let's keep it running. In the meantime, let's focus on other pairs, how they are doing. Dollar CAD and dollar yen. So you see dollar yen is bearish, dollar CAD. Okay, so dollar CAD looks to me that preparing for a drop. Okay, because dollar CAD, you know, all the dollar pairs was dropping except dollar CAD was a bit in a sideways. Now what it did, that dollar CAD, you can see there is a head and shoulder, has broken down, tested the neckline of this head and shoulder. So this neckline, this is the previous resistance here on dollar CAD, resistance here, resistance here, which is turning support here, support here, support here, turning resistance. Now with that support turning resistance, dollar CAD, now you can see it's forming a bearish candle, and I think that this market slowly will turn into a strong bearish market and it might come back to this baseline. Like the dollar yen, dollar CAD might continue to drop, and for me I think it's just forming, you know, a selling pressure on this zone, and we could see this one also coming back down. Yep, I could be wrong, as I mentioned that anything can happen in yeah. So dollar Swiss franc, so dollar is, you know, very strongly bearish. You can see dollar Swiss franc also dropping, so gold is likely to be bullish. So Gbpusd is also showing a very strong bullish momentum. Let's keep that running, that trade. And also guys, join the free Telegram channel. Any update that we keep running, any trade, if we need to break even or close or, you know, increase the profit target, I'll keep you posted on this free Telegram channel, link in the description area as well. So we are running this Gbpusd trade in this YouTube live, okay, from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Early today we had 2 more trade successfully. We have closed, one with gold and one dollar yen. Now Gbpusd, hopefully that this one will have something. We already closed 50%. Favorship any CAD JP with your analysis. Okay, CAD JPY. Okay, so CAD JPY for me, it's coming up, means that might give us another selling opportunity. So you can see with this middleman, the price has a big drop. Looking at the 4 hour, we see this market is going up. So if this market come back to this 20 EMA, will be a very good place for potential selling. For me, it's going up, means especially along this doji area. They're back to back 3 sessions doji, are very high liquidity zone, and from that level we can expect CAD JPY to continue to drop. So this market also is currently highly bearish, and I think that this market will, you know, after grabbing liquidity, we could see that the selling opportunity, like JPY doing the same thing. EuroCAD, did you sell EuroCAD? Okay, EuroCAD, it's a bullish market. I will not recommend to trade against the trend, but if you sold in a very lower time frame, I don't know where did you sell, but you know, I always, you know, use the trend in my favor. Okay, always trade with the trend. You see Gbpusd trade, as soon as you open, it's pushing high. Why? Because it's with the trend. And this is that indicator that I mentioned, that this is our TF strategy, is based on trend. trend trading, you see there is one buy alert here with this indicator, our TF indicator, big move happen, and there is another one here, only two buy alert in this 1 hour chart. Both are amazing. So this is the trading with the trend, and this is the strategy. One of my favorite trading strategy is our TF or trend following strategy, because using that strategy, always taking the trend in our favor, and trading with the trend will increase your winning capacity more than 70%. Keep in mind, guys and girls. Okay, trading with the trend is always helpful, always will make you in the winning side. That's what I use, trading with the trend. Coach WTI. US oil. Okay, so US oil, let me look at the daily. Now we saw that there is initial breakdown on US oil. It has broken all of this level. We have liquidity, so we might see some drop on US oil. So this is the 4-hour middleman. Okay, so I think that this market prepared for another drop. Okay, in case the price is breaking this high along this 20M, a very good place for opening sell position. So we saw that there is a huge liquidity graph, false breakout to the upside on US oil. This is a false breakout, and the price now trending in this direction, and it's likely to do something like that. Okay, so with that being said, now there is a middleman previous session on US oil. Now with that middleman, what I think that US oil highly likely that will grab liquidity from here, and then will continue to drop in this direction. Yep. So US oil is highly bearish. So with that guess, with that we saw that Gbpusd now pushing high, we should be moving high, and ATM, what's that ATM? We looked at dollar CAD. So dollar CAD we looked at already. Looks to me that it's preparing. So dollar CAD formed a textbook reversal. Now let's see what I think. That you can see this market has a drop correction. Now this current candle, this is the 4-hour candle, is a selling candle for me. Okay, we might see, as I mentioned, that is just for educational. Don't take it literally. Anything can happen in trading. It's only for educational purpose. So what I think that there is a, you can see on dollar CAD, there is a head and shoulder here. Price has broken down, and then this is the neckline support of this head and shoulder, support here, which is turning resistance here, and from that level we can expect dollar CAD to continue to drop. Now with this bearish engulfer, what I think that dollar CAD may continue to drop, and it looks like there's a change of trend. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's a change of trend with a head and shoulder, and we could potentially see if it is that it broken to the upside, form a head and shoulder, and with that drop, if it continue to drop, melt, and it might even come back to this level of support. So let's see how it does. Right, so let's look at all the peers, how they are doing. So AUD and ZD, as I mentioned, exactly where the previous support, turning resistance, it's rejecting. AUD and ZD is trending very nicely. You can see that, and You can see every time the price is retracing to the resistance level, there is a sell alert according to our TF strategy. And if we take all of them, and every one of these, are working out very well. So TF, AUD and ZD, you can see after testing this level, I think this market will continue to drop in this direction. You see it's rejecting. And from the higher time frame, okay, if I look at the monthly, we see that in fact AUD and ZD has a big drop correction. It is in another impulsive phase. So there is an impulse correction, it is in another impulsive phase, and this is the monthly pin bar on AUD and ZD. And with that pin bar, what I think, there is a starting of an impulse, and we should see a bigger drop, and it could even come back to this level. We are on a trade from last week on AUD and ZD, keep running in profit, and we'll keep running that on trade in profit. So this one also highly likely that will keep dropping in this direction. Okay, dollar Swiss franc is bearish. Okay, so with that said, I'm almost at the end of the session, guys and girls. It was really enjoyable. We had a good trade on dollar GBP USD. If based on your entry, either you are still on a trade or break or stop or out, but still I know that 50% we are on profit, and the rest will keep running or will go out after it comes to the entry. So with that said, it was really enjoyable with you guys and girls. As I mentioned, if you want to be part of this great trading community, learn our strategies, trade with us like we had all those trade today, gold, dollar yen, and now the last one is GBP USD, 100% winning today. Be a part of trading community, then you can find a link in the description. You can join us to become a trader, and also anyone looking for regulated broker, link in the description area. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this session. It was good to have some time with you. I will still have 2 minutes time to ask any question that I didn't answer. Let me know in the chat so that we can rock it up. Coach, gold analysis. So you already did gold analysis. Looks like that gold is bullish. Not looks like, it's still bullish, and this is the daily candle. What I think that gold is will keep continue to go up. William, thank you very much. So thank you. I will see you tomorrow again, twice before London session and during the London session. And keep up, guys. Make sure you manage your risk. And thank you. Have a good night, good morning, or good evening where you are.